A warm welcome, sweet sisters. Christine Marie Odell here, and I am just delighted that you are here with me today, because today we're going to talk about why women's health issues are running rampant and what you can do about it. And so I am coming to you today from my brand new feminine healing temple. In other words, I have this beautiful space that I've created to do my videos, to work with my clients, and to work with the women in my detox courses as well. So whenever I do a video for you, here I am in the new feminine healing temple. For those of you who are new and don't realize that I've made some changes lately, I have changed the name of my business to the Feminine Healing Temple, and I am the author of the Divine Detox Diet System. So I am not only a divine detox goddess, but I also am a detox specialist, and I'm also a feminine healer. And that is me using my intuitive skills blended with my detoxification knowledge to help you to get healthy again. So we're going to talk about what's going on with women today and their frustrating and exasperated. So many women are just like, I can't figure out what's going on with me and I can't make anything work. So if you're in that boat, then here I am and you're in the right place, because we're going to talk about all of that today. Okay, we're going to talk about what's called cellular detoxification and regeneration. Lots of big words. I was trained by Dr. Robert Morse, and so everything that I teach is compliant with his teachings, and that is his main teaching, is that we need to get into deep cellular detoxification and then regenerate ourselves, because we are at a point in history where everyone, and I mean just about everyone, has an acidic body. You are clogged up with acids and mucus and toxins, and this is why you are having so many challenges. But there are some other things going on, particularly with women, that I want to share today, so that you can understand how we can go through a detoxification process that will work for you when most programs you've tried have not worked. So here we go. I want to talk about endocrine system dysfunction first, because everything I'm going to talk about today is kind of under that umbrella of your endocrine system just not functioning, not firing like it should. And so the first thing that we want to consider is the pituitary gland. Now, the pituitary gland is the master gland of all the other glands. That would include your thyroid, your parathyroid, your adrenals, and your pancreas. If these glands are all out of whack, they're weak, then the rest of your body isn't going to function properly. And for most women today, that's what's going on. You have a weakness in your endocrine area, and it starts with the pituitary. So we work on that first, and in a few minutes I'm going to talk to you about how to do that. The adrenal and chronic fatigue that so many women are experiencing. What's going on with that? Without getting too technical, I'm just going to explain that this is a corticosteroid production dysfunction. If your adrenals are weak, or even like me, I was born with weak adrenals. My story is that I had fibromyalgia for most of my life, chronic fatigue syndrome, which is adrenal fatigue, irritable bowel syndrome, so lots of digestive problems. So all of these things can fall under this weakened adrenal gland that isn't producing the corticosteroids that it needs to function properly. So what happens is these steroids are kind of like an antacid in your system. So it's an anti-inflammatory process that needs to be taking place in your adrenals in order for you to process acids, and so that they do not end up crystallizing in your lymphatic system, because what happens when they do that in your lymphatic system? You end up with acidosis in your lymphatic system and at the cellular level. And so perhaps you're eating a standard American diet, you're eating things that are causing acidosis, and on top of that, your adrenals are causing you acidosis, then you're going to have all kinds of things going on in your body. So let's talk about, you just heard me mention the lymphatic system, and in the lymphatic system, we want to talk about how that can get really congested and backed up with all kinds of parasites, toxins, and acids and mucus and so forth. And so we need to really get that moving, and moving through strong kidney and bladder, and get to a point where you filter out all of that stuff so that you are cleaning out your entire system. So that's something that is at the root of what we need to work on, because what many of us are doing is we're causing acidosis to our body. What does that mean? Deep cellular acidosis is when we are consuming or we are adopting behaviors that cause us to have an acidic body. And an acidic body just means that you have alkaline ash in your body and it degenerates your cells. So what we want to do is we want to create an alkaline ash in our body. And how we do that is through an alkalizing diet of primarily fruits and vegetables, as fresh as they can be, as much raw as they can be. So that's one of the ways that we correct it through diet. In a minute, I'm going to talk about how we correct a lot of this through herbal formulas. But I want to talk about the thyroid and the parathyroid, because for many women, those are really weak too. So I'm going to talk a little bit about metabolism and calcium absorption. Now, if you have a weak thyroid, whether you have hypothyroid or hyperthyroid, you're going to have metabolism problems. And that's going to be affecting your energy. Some women are going around feeling cold all the time, and it's also going to affect other systems in your body. So when the metabolism isn't working, then you may also have digestive problems as well. You may be tired, you may be weak, you may be depressed or anxious or whatever. So calcium absorption is usually through the parathyroid, and in the parathyroid, if we are not absorbing calcium, then we're going to have problems with every cell of our body, because that is a mineral that we need all throughout the body in order for our cells to be functioning at an optimal level. And then I also want to talk just briefly about the pancreas, because that also is a gland in the endocrine system, and it's a gland obviously that works through your digestive system. But if your pancreas is also weak, then you may be malabsorbed. And what this means is that your pancreas just isn't producing what it needs to produce in order to make your food digest through your system. So if you don't have the proper enzymes being produced by your pancreas, then you're going to have some problems there as well. So all of these just form this big ball of wax in your endocrine system when it is weak, and all of these glands are weak, that really can cause you to have a lot of degenerative disease in your body. So let's talk a little bit about diet and eating disorders, because I know a lot of you are very concerned about, you're just getting really frustrated with your diet. Maybe some of you are even trying a detox diet. You might be going too fast and not transitioning in a proper way with your diet. So you're having all kinds of issues with being hungry. You're having issues with food not digesting. You're having issues with cramps and bloating and gas and all these discomforts in your digestive system. So this is another area that's really frustrating for women that needs to be corrected through diet and an herbal program. But it has to be a proper detox. So the other thing that's going on with diet is not just that your body is in this state of being unbalanced so that you're not able to process what's going into your system. You may end up having cravings and just feeling like you're not getting the nutrition that you need, which is probably true. So then to add to that, we're also having a lot of issues with emotional eating. Now, if you just look at commercialism out there, you can't even go on social media anymore without seeing food, 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 and drink every place. We are just so conditioned to a particular diet that we should be eating that it's very hard to be in social situations, and it's very hard when we're home alone at night to not fall off the detox wagon and eat those things that we know that we're not supposed to eat. So that can be challenging as well. Then the other thing that's happening with women's health issues is way too much stress. And I think you ladies know what I'm talking about. We have very busy, very frenetic lifestyles. We have electronics in our face all the time. And all of this is causing us so much stress in our systems that we're finding a hard time healing. So one of the things that's very, very important is that we need to learn how to live a calmer lifestyle. We need how to learn how to be still and to be silent and to spend time with ourselves, meditating, visualizing, and working on the emotional and spiritual issues that can cause blockages to our healing. So I'll just take a moment and say, why don't we take a deep breath together? Just nice and deep, and exhale. And just release any of the stress and the tension from your day. Because I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to talk about what you can do. How do we heal all this? One thing I'm going to say before I begin is that you have the power within you to heal. And some of this power comes from your feminine essence. Let me talk about that for just a second. If you have a complete unawareness of your feminine essence, if you're spending all day running around being in your head and not in your heart and calm within, then you are blocking your healing. And so to get to the core of your feminine spirit and to rediscover your feminine energy, essence, and power is going to really help you with your healing process. Because I'm just going to admit it, ladies, it can be a long, long process through this detoxification, particularly to work on the endocrine system, as I've just talked about. So I'm going to say to you, I just really want to inspire you, but you have all the power you need to heal within you. You have all the power you need to heal. But it takes some discipline, and it takes time, and it takes patience. And so please know, I'm here for you. I've been through this. I'm still on my detoxification and healing journey, and I know that it's not an easy thing to do. So I just want to encourage you. Just every day, get up. If you've fallen off the wagon, get back on the wagon. It just takes time and patience. So let's talk about what we can do to heal all of these dysfunctions and weaknesses in our beautiful feminine bodies. First, I talked about the endocrine system, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about how herbal formulas can help with that, because women particularly need to focus on the pituitary, the adrenals, the thyroid and parathyroid, and the pancreas to really detox them, make them stronger, and get to a point where all of your endocrine system is beginning to work the way it's supposed to work. Now, yes, an all fruit and veggies diet, particularly very high fruit and as much raw as you can tolerate. And remember, don't jump off a cliff like I did. This needs to be a slow process. This can help a lot. It's very, very important. But for many people today, particularly women in the 21st century, we need more support than the diet. We need the herbal support. So I'm going to stress that I feel it's really important because I tried the fruit and the fruit and the fruit, and I didn't really get the results I was looking for. The herbal protocol is going to help you so much. And in a minute, I'm going to talk to you about how you can get help with that. So, proper detox diet, a lifestyle that supports your detoxification and regeneration, and the herbal formulas in a proper herbal protocol. And all of this taking time. We don't just jump on a grape diet and take a few herbs and voila, 3 months later we're healed. It's not that likely to happen. It takes time and patience. Okay, so how can you learn to do this? I can help. I am a detoxification specialist. I am a women's wellness coach. And again, like I was talking about at the beginning, I'm an intuitive feminine healer. And what that means is that I have the ability to intuit what your body and your soul need to heal. And then I have all the other skills to go with that to help to guide you. And some of you may want to work with me one-on-one in a private coaching package. But I know that some of you are not able to do that, so I've created something that's very low cost and a way that you can come and learn all of this with a group of other women. So I created the Divine Detox Deep Dive. This is a 7-day online program, and it is for women only, and it is for women to work on all of these challenging women's health issues that are running rampant. And I'm going to teach you all of these things I just talked about today, and I'm going to help you with your diet, I'm going to help you with your herbs, and I'm going to help you with your lifestyle and how to really, really drop into your feminine energy and essence and learn where to source that power so that you can heal your body and your soul. So if you'll stay with me for just a moment, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the program and how you can join us in this program. There is no other detox program like this out there. I have created this to be a blend of doing the detoxification work that you need to do, the diet, the herbs, and so forth, and the feminine aspect. So it's a very unique program. And what you're going to get in this program is 7 days of me guiding you and a group of women gathering in a Facebook group, which is specifically for this online program. Together, we are going to have daily Q&As in this Facebook group. I am going to take questions and answer them. I am going to coach you through things that are challenging for you and help guide you with diet, with herbs, with meditations and visualizations and other beautiful feminine rituals that will help you to heal. So we'll be doing that every day in the Facebook group. There will be content for you What I mean by content is there will be a website that you will be able to go to for all of your course materials. So all of those things will be available to you to help to support you. One of the main course resources that you're going to get is the Divine Detox Diet Guide. This is an entire detox system that I have created. I am the author of this. It is a 30-page guide, and it includes the entire background of detoxification that is founded on Dr. Robert Morse's teachings. And then it includes an entire food guide. And this food guide has a wonderful section of sample menus and sample recipes to help you to learn how to eat a diet of fruits and vegetables only. So that's a beautiful ebook that you'll be able to download and use all throughout the program as well as after the program. The other thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a kickoff call. This program starts on March 20th and goes through March 27th. That's a Wednesday, March 20th through March 27th. And during this kickoff call, I'm just going to introduce you to everything that we're going to be doing. I'm going to guide you. I'm going to answer questions. And the really wonderful thing that's yummy about this that I'm loving is that I decided to begin this program on the full moon and the spring equinox. What a beautiful time for us to be together. So that's when we're going to begin. This will really help to support our feminine energy and essence throughout the program. Then we're also going to be gathering on Sunday, and we're going to be gathering for a feminine healing circle and retreat. This is going to be on the Zoom conferencing app, where we'll all be able to be together and we'll be able to see each other. We'll be able to talk with each other, and I will be able to present some beautiful meditations and feminine rituals and some content to help you learn even more. And we're just going to have this wonderful, wonderful time together for a while on Sunday during this feminine healing circle and retreat. So that's the overview of this beautiful program. And the wonderful thing about it is, again, I'm offering it to you at a very low price because I want you to get the help that you need. And I also want you to all be together as a group of women, a group of sisters who are working together to raise the level of women's health and well-being. I think this is really important for us to be together and to support each other and to change the world by making a commitment to working on our own detoxification and regeneration so that we all walk this healing path together. I am just so passionate about this because I suffered for over 40 years with chronic illness before I found this program and learned how to heal myself. I'm still on my own journey. So when I gather with all of you women, I'm not just your guide, I am also on the path healing alongside you. So this program, the Divine Detox Deep Dive for women only, for 7 days and all the things that I just mentioned, is $49. That is for option 1, $49. If you would also like to work with me in a detox consult and get an eye reading, an iridology reading, and to get a health assessment from me, there's also an option 2 and an option 3 that you can choose at whatever level that you'd like to get that help from me. So lots of options here. But if you're a little financially challenged, then you could choose the $49 option 1 and just join us for the group for the week. I would love, love, love to have you join me. I would love to help you on your healing path. So I warmly invite you to consider this. All you need to do is go to femininehealingtemple.com/deep-dive. I'm also going to put it in the comments below so that you will know exactly where to go so that you can find this wonderful healing program. So I'm going to wrap up right now, ladies. I am so delighted and honored that you have joined me on this video today to listen about why women's health issues are running rampant and what you can do about them. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have anything that you would like to ask me about the program, please feel free to contact me. You can private message me on Facebook. You can comment on any post on Facebook. You can send me an email. If you're on my email list already, feel free to email me. I am here to help you. I'm sending you all of my love, all of my compassion, and I am hoping that you will join me in this beautiful program for women just like you who are fed up, who are frustrated, and want to get well. If you truly believe you can be well and you want to work with other women doing the same, then please join me. Thank you so much, and namaste.